Mike the Bike Through 2 says, before you get into it, say trans rights. I mean, I'm a... Listen, all right, we're gonna start the stream off really hot. I'm not compelled to say that. Not anymore. They took down my fucking Twitter. When are the trans people gonna say Augie rights? You know, trans people have been really doing a number on me this year, if I'm just being fucking honest with you guys, all right? I've seen Leafy go on a time. No, Augie, no. Listen, everybody who watches me knows I'm a man that promotes peace, tranquility, love, and acceptance. These are all values that have been long since promoted on RFC. Anybody that knows me knows I'm a great guy. However, I'm not gonna lie, the fucking trans people have been on my fucking ass all year, dude. They won't leave me the fuck alone. And most recently, they've gotten my fucking Twitter account banned. Now, listen, all right? When are they gonna preach Augie rights? When are they gonna champion for my rights to speak and breathe, okay? Because they're not. Look at this shit right here. Agit Popcorn, the fucking libbers of TikTok gay pride. LMAO, we got him. Imagine celebrating getting me banned. I could never be this way. This is fucking nuts now. But they got me suspended from Twitter, and if you're wondering what I did this time, because look, I'm not gonna run away from responsibility. If I said something, I'll admit it. But, you know, people were asking, okay, well, what did Augie say? What happened? Like, why did you get him banned? How did you get him banned? What did he do? Well, the person that got me banned that's taking all the credit for it doesn't even remember. They don't even know. So it must have been something totally brutal, totally inhumanitarian. I mean, I must have really just gone off the wall to get my Twitter account suspended for the 4th time. 3rd time under Elon Musk, by the way, although now his World Economic Forum side hoe is taken over. So ironically, she took over on the same day that I was banned, which really makes you think. Obviously, I'm the #1 target of the World Economic Forum. It makes sense to me. They're trying to silence the truth. They're trying to preemptively. They knew they were going to come after Bo Black. They knew that I was going to cover it, so they had to take me out early to limit my reach and limit my word and limit the exposure of my voice. So, I mean, to some extent, I gotta tip my hat and say, congratulations, you guys took me out beforehand, took care of business, but I'm still here, and we're live on Rumble as well, so make sure you go follow me on Rumble. I think we're gonna do some more streams there this week, especially because, I don't know, I got that little tingling sensation that they're after me, all right? I've got that tingling sensation, that little feeling that just, you know, they just don't want me to speak. It's just crazy to me too, right? Because they'll always sit there and say, oh, you know, we just want rights, we just want to live, we just want to prosper. Same, I agree. Where's my rights, though? You know, I mean, they're literally stomping out my human rights to speak. Like, what the fuck is this shit? You know, and again, anyone that knows me knows that I'm a cool guy. I've had half of my chat is trans. Literally, I'm not joking. This is not a fucking, oh, he's just covering his, no, I'm not covering my ass. Half of my chat is fucking trans. One in the chat if you're trans. You know, expose yourself. You might as well. Keffel stole my grift, okay? I was the one leading the trans people in the commentary community. I was leading them to bigger and better things, and then Keffel stole my grift, you know? It's just fucking sickening to me what I have to deal with here, and I've kind of fucking had it with these people, okay? I'm at my wit's end! I'm ready to snap, and I'm ready to go off and just completely lose my shit. I'm serious. It's fucking over, man. I mean, look, they took my fucking favorite social media. I love Twitter. Who doesn't like Twitter? Twitter is like the greatest platform of all time. It gives me instant dopamine, instant satisfaction. Why do you think I barely streamed for the last year? Okay? What's the point in stream? I can just go on Twitter. I can just tweet and instantly get validation for all of my opinions. Like, what the fuck's the point of streaming anymore? You know what I mean? But they've taken that from me multiple times now, so it's like, fuck, I'm forced to work now, which, I mean, whatever, we'll make do, but I'm not happy. I'm not fucking happy, man. And this shit is actually unreal. And also, here's the other thing too, right? So Bo Black's got into this big argument with Keffels. Keffels' main complaint of Bo Black's is that Bo Black's is friends with me, Nick Diorio, and Turkey Tom. 3 gay liberals. How the fuck are we offensive? How the fuck are we the bad guys in their eyes? You know what I mean? It just doesn't make any fucking sense, man. So fuck it, you know? I'm switching sides. I'm transphobic now. I mean, it doesn't fucking matter. You know what I mean? It literally does not fucking matter. So I've switched sides. You've radicalized me. You forced me into this path. Ugh, I'm fucking angry. You know, I just have that rage every day. And I'm not gonna lie, since I've last streamed for the last 2 weeks, every morning I've waken up with anger and fucking rage. My fists have been clenched. I'm like that fucking Arthur meme. You know, but in real life, it's even scarier. And I go into the living room to go make my food. And Connor will walk out ready to record a video, and I'm just like, I can't do this right now, dude. I'm just too angry. It's actually becoming a fucking problem. I'm losing connections with my family. I'm losing friendships. My ex-friends are trying to cancel me and expose me. It's actually like my quality of life is lowering by the day because of how angry and unhinged I've become. But, you know, I mean, you just have to fucking, you gotta live life to how you're feeling, right? You can't fake it. I'd rather be genuine with how I'm feeling. So I'm pent up with all this anger, and I'm ready to talk about all of this shit that's been happening, okay? Banning Augie during Pride Month is homophobic. And this is the other thing that I want to address, okay? It's not Pride Month, it's my month, okay? It's this June is my birthday month. You can't fucking take that shit from me. Gay people didn't fucking exist when I was born. I didn't know what that shit was. So it was my month, and then they co-opted it. It's like this shit used to be illegal in this country 7 years ago. And now all of a sudden Pride Month, they've stolen my month? Fuck off. No, I'm not playing these games, okay? Enough is enough, man. I mean, they're really fucking pushing me to my wit's end. Teddy with the 5s says, it turns out taking Twitter away from people is actually what radicalizes people. Yes, exactly. And this is the thing too. Deplatforming, okay? The side that champions for deplatforming, the side that champions for, oh, get him banned, take his money, take his voice, fuck him, take his human rights. It's like, what are you trying to make me do? Because when I was on Twitter, I was a respectful guy. Now that I'm off Twitter, I fucking hate I hate specific groups of people now that I had no issue with before. It's like, you forced me to be this way. Maybe they're smarter than I'm giving them credit for, right? It's like, okay, well, they want everybody to be the worst caricatures of what they describe so that they can be like, oh my God, they're so hateful. We're such victims, guys. Oh my God, everyone just doesn't want us to live anymore. It's like, well, yeah, you make me have to, I have to adopt these views now. What other option do I have? Like, I literally go on Tipster's stream, and Keffels is talking about how I've called them a pedophile, I don't want them to have rights and shit like that. And I'm sitting there scratching my head. I'm like, okay, when did I ever say this? But why hasn't this happened yet? It's like, what the fuck? I've been dropping the ball, and I'm here to apologize to my audience for dropping the ball there. Clearly, I've not been dropping the rhetoric that needs to be dropped, okay? And I've been really lacking these past few years. So to that, I have to apologize to my audience. Why haven't you been streaming? I've been too angry, man. I've just been too pissed off. Do you just... Okay, anyway. Now, Nick Diorio... I would imagine before I gave this intro monologue, Nick Diorio probably wanted to call in. Now he probably doesn't, but that's okay. I think I can take this single-handedly. You know, we've got a lot of stuff to get into, and I'm honestly really excited to be next. I've honestly been really... By the way, I'm now a comedian, okay? So anything I say can't be used against me. I've decided that now. If I was still on Twitter, I would add it to my bio, but I can't. So you'll have to just take my word for it. But here's the deal, okay? I'm really excited to be here today because, honestly, it's time to tell the truth about Keffels, okay? This shit has gone on for too long. And here's the other thing, too, right? A lot of people don't want to give me credit. I was the first person that shit on Keffels. And if you ask Keffels, they'll admit this. Ask Keffels who the first person was that made exposed videos on them. Ask Keffels who the first person was that brought their existence to your knowledge. It was me. And I'm not saying this is not a joke. I was literally the first person to radicalize you guys against Keffels. You know, so you gotta give me some credit here, okay? Keffels even brings it up in our conversation, I'm pretty sure. It's like, oh, well, the reason why I hated you so much is because you were the first person that gave me pushback. So that means that I've got to finish what I started, okay? I'm on a mission now.
While I would agree, like, guilt by association is dumb, you were defending them saying that your friends aren't transphobic.
I don't think Augie or Nick are transphobic, but I can understand maybe why you would come to that conclusion. That's like a conversation that, you know, I don't want to speak for them.
Fuck that shit. Can you understand why I would be transphobic? Okay, I'm just gonna be fucking dead honest with the chat right now. Dude, of all the groups on the internet that have been the most fucking vicious towards me, the most like deplatforming, the most flagging, the biggest like group of liars, the biggest group of like psychopathic fucking groups on the internet, it's trans people. 100 fucking %. It's actually trans people. These people have consistently, my entire fucking career, and I'm not making this up, I'm not trying to be hyperbolic on stream, consistently, since I started. Dude, when I first started fucking streaming, okay, immediately I had like trans accounts, because there was this story where like Jake Paul kicked like 2 fucking trans people out of his fucking house, right? And I just thought that was hilarious, right? I'm like, wow, Jake Paul's kicking trans people out of his house or whatever. That's fucking hilarious. Immediately, I had like 2 trans accounts on Twitter calling me out for being a piece of shit instantly. I've had like fucking ex-friends leak private fucking shit that I've said, private jokes that I've made today because I've been more outspoken about this like trans children shit. I've had them like maliciously try to like leak jokes that I made in the past to like friend groups that I had in like 2017, dig up like 8-year-old fucking jokes, like old fucking friend groups, dig up shit that I've said before, right? Try and make this argument that I'm fucking like evil or some shit. I mean, I've had fucking ex-trans members in my community try fucking, there is not a bigger group of fucking people on the internet that have gone after me more than fucking trans people, right? And I get shit from like, you know, oh, base people or whatever for not being like transphobic enough or some shit like that. Oh, you use pronouns, you're gay, you use pronouns, fuck you. You say she when it's referring to keppels or some shit like that. There is not a bigger fucking group of people that have gone after me in the course of my entire fucking career than trans people. I'm just gonna be fucking honest with you, okay? That's just facts. Like, I've been called fucking racist. I've been called fucking, you know, homophobic, fascist, all this shit. People have, you know, accused me of being Nazi adjacent. None of these groups have ever done nearly the amount of shit that fucking, like, the trans fucking online community. And I do acknowledge it. That is kind of like painting a broad brush. But fuck it, dude. I'm just gonna fucking say it, man. Fuck this shit. And especially this year, too. Listen, my entire career, it's been nuts. But especially this year, like, it has been on a whole other fucking level. And it's not like I've gone on my Twitter at all and said, oh, TTD, fuck them all, they should die, oh, they all molest kids or something. I've never said anything close to that. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. If you don't kiss their fucking feet, they hate you. And they will do anything to go after you maliciously online. They're easily the #1 just look at the shit that Jalen's posting in the fucking chat right now. That represents how they all act. Literally. In my personal experience. I'm just gonna fucking say it. Fuck this. And
Wait,
you know, it's funny too, because
sure.
they'll call me trans. I've been called transphobic my entire fucking career, despite the fact, but I have trans friends or something, which I do. There's people that I am friends with right now that I respect, that are fucking trans or whatever the fuck. But it doesn't matter. Literally nothing can appease this group of online fucking psychopaths. It's nuts. So fuck it. It doesn't matter anymore. It literally does not fucking matter if I use the correct pronouns or I pretend that, oh, you know, well, I mean, I'm not trying to be hateful. Fuck it. If you're gonna sit there and say that I'm hateful, I don't care. It doesn't matter anymore. It obviously never mattered in the fucking first place. Obviously, it's required of me to kiss their fucking feet. No. And you can sit there and say like, oh, well, I draw the line at children. It doesn't matter. You're just hateful. No matter what. No matter what you say, you're fucking hateful. So fuck it.
I will give him credit for that because I do remember a conversation that, or rather a tweet that Nick put out back when people were initially critical of Keffels. He put out a tweet something along the lines of, I hate whenever we criticize Keffels.
Right?
All these legitimately transphobic.
And it's not enough. It's not enough. Because again, they're not just painting me as the transphobic person. They're painting Nick and Tom. Nick and Tom. First of all, Nick's a liberal who is consistently for his entire fucking career, as far as I can remember it, has argued in favor of trans, has argued in favor of supporting them and stuff like that. Oh, if some human rights. I support human rights. I support human rights. Obviously. Who doesn't? Who the fuck doesn't? Who the fuck doesn't want everybody to feel comfortable or whatever the fuck? You know, everybody supports that shit. But again, it's not enough. So fuck it. I don't care anymore about fucking pronouns or any of this shit. I don't. And I'm sick and tired of pretending like I have to. I don't. It's meaningless. It's nothing. It's never enough. And you can sit there and say, oh, well, there he goes, mask off or whatever. It doesn't change shit. They've been calling me transphobic my entire fucking career. So fuck it. I'm going mask off. If that's what it looks like to you. Oh, I just went mask off. Yes, yes. But you're gonna sit there and paint Tom and Nick. What has Tom and Nick ever said? If you want to sit there and act like the rant that I just went on stream right now is fucking transphobic or whatever, sure. But what has Tom and Nick said? But no, you're just gonna paint a broad brush. Everyone's hateful. Everyone fucking hates shit or whatever. Again, there's people that I know right now that I care deeply about that are trans. And the only reason that I've avoided fucking saying shit like this right now is because I respect these people and I don't want them to think that I think that they're meaningless or they're like worthless fucking people. But again, this fucking mentality right here of like bending over backwards so that you don't appear to be fucking hateful or some shit is cancerous because it doesn't matter. It is literally a purity test and a mandated humiliation ritual. And I'm sick and tired of pretending that it's anything that it's not. Augie was already over the edge of transphobic rhetoric and was looking for innies. And Smaggle's crying right now. Sad. Obviously, I don't fucking hate anyone. But it's like, that's, again, it doesn't even matter to clarify yourself. It doesn't fucking matter.
If you're just like, you know, I don't necessarily agree with what this creator's saying, and you don't take a stand against it, even if that creator is being explicitly transphobic and encouraging it, you're gonna let that audience into your audience, and they're going to do that.
Your fucking audience deplatforms, flags, lies, is malicious or whatever. Again, you want to talk about dangerous groups online? Again, the only group that has been so fucking vicious towards me, doxing, stuff like that, is the online trans community. The number one source of quote-unquote and again, I'm not gonna sit there and act like a victim and be like, I'm being harassed and victimized. But I'm just saying, the number one group of people that have gone after me this year has been the online fucking trans community. Absolutely. You want to talk about dangerous people in your fucking community? Oh, Augie has people in his community that tell jokes and write memes in the chat. Okay, well, your community has doxers, liars, and just pathetic psychopaths. You can see this. You allow them in your community. These are the people that you use to defend yourself, right? Because when Keffels knows that when they go after fucking anyone, they have a group of people that are so psychotic, they will do anything to terrorize the people that they go after. Destiny deplatformed. I just took away your main source of income. That is 1,000,000 times more dangerous than anybody in my community has ever done. Than anything my community has ever done. Ask, like, what, Spawndile? What has Spawndile ever done? Or Chad King? Or any of these fucking people in the chat that you want to, like, specific, or Little Froakie. Really? Other than be offensive in a live chat. That's it? Not buying it. It's all fake. It's all fake as fuck. By the way, nothing I've said today on stream is transphobic. But again, the clarification or whatever, it doesn't fucking matter. Anybody can listen to anything I'm saying. It's like, is Augie calling for the death of people? No. Is Augie saying that they're all no. Is Augie doing anything that you could... But it doesn't fucking matter. That's the worst part. It doesn't fucking matter. The fact that Boblax is even being held to the stake for what my or Tom's community does, because Tom references Kiwi Farms for research. Keffels has literally referenced Kiwi Farms for research. Keffels has literally gone after right-wingers and referenced their Kiwi Farms threads to look for dirt so that they can shit on them. All Kiwi Farms even is just a collection of data. It's just a collection of just gossip online, and obviously there's a lot of like doxing and questionable figures that use the website. Same on Twitter or literally any other fucking website. But for some reason, Boblax is responsible for the fact that Tom uses Kiwi Farms for his research, and therefore Boblax is transphobic. Does this make any sense? No, of course not. Smaggle, stop banning people. I don't know if you are, but if you are, then stop. But dude, it's literally just a constant game of like towing the line and walking on eggshells. Fuck that. It doesn't fucking matter. This call shouldn't even exist.
I mean, I will say, like, Augie's definitely said some pretty sussy shit on his Rumble streams.
What have I said? So Tipster just admitted to watching my Rumble streams. Very, very interesting.
Probably not.
Yeah, he said some pretty sussy shit on his Rumble stream.
Sussy shit? Can you speak like a grown adult?
Like, they were, their intention was, like, to mock me because I was talking about, like, the nominal Naomi, like, trans breastfeeding thing. But they were making a lot of, like, comments that could be interpreted as transphobic during it.
Oh, boo-hoo. Oh, no. I made comments that could be interpreted. Could be interpreted? It either is or it isn't. Timing them out so you don't get struck. Well, I mean, I do appreciate that. I don't know. If I'm getting in trouble for the stream or whatever, then I guess I'll be streaming more on Rumble or some shit. But it's like, again, this is a game of, like, walking on eggshells. I can't stand it. It's just so gay. It's just so terrible. Like, these are some of, like, the worst people on the fucking internet. And to sit there and act, well, I don't want to offend them too much. Fuck that.